welcome back to live regional hockey. Proctor Rails taking on the Jacks of Cloquet. What?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
All right, back to live. Just kidding. Had to talk to the daughter quick. Rails taking on the Jacks. Winner moves on to play tomorrow morning. Loser goes home empty-handed. Starting off the game, we have Matthew centering Roderick and Hoops. Joel Hubbard at D. Let's play hockey.
That's a
Oh, jeez! What did I do to you? What did I do to you, Joel? He knows. He knows.
Austin Bryant dropping the puck.
Jacks when they draw back to the red line. Up to Roderick picks it off. Roderick, quick shot on net. Tipped into the corner by the Jacks goalie. Jacks quick up the boards and tip it out. Hubbard back, throws it in the neutral zone for Hoops. Hoops with it gets bodied right in the neutral zone. Matthew picks it up. Matthew, top of the circle, fires one off the goalie's helmet up to the top for Johola. Johola puts him towards the net just wide. Hoops with a good forward check to Matthew. Jacks ringing around the boards. Nice to see the Rails going a little fire in their step. Hubbard poke check right at the blue line. 3 Rails. Hubbard back to pick it up. Hubbard behind his own net. Hubbard up the middle. To Elliott. Elliott tipped it to Hoops. Hoops can hold on to it. Puck firing through the neutral zone. Jacks hold on to it. Jacks dumping it deep. That's nice, isn't it? 100%. Elliott tips it up to the Jacks defenseman. Shot wide of the net. Johola up the boards. Elliott. Talarico trying to knock it out. Johola back with the puck behind his own net. Rings around the boards. Oh, Augustin trying to get there. Gets knocked off his feet. Who is that? Johola typing the boards. Talarico off the glass. Bouncing puck. This is the Jacks and the skates. They hold it in the neutral zone. Talarico picks up the loose puck. Talarico, the red line, dumps it in deep. Gotta go, boys. Jacks backhanded out to the blue line. No rails in sight. Augustin chasing it down. Borman picks it up. Borman off the boards to Elliott. A little bit behind him. Over O'Connell's stick. Yeah, a lot of that. Jacks control the puck. Going around the outside of the zone. Shot towards the net. Deflected. Oh, don't just throw it. Oh, the Rails throw it down the ice. Icing on the rails. Like that's a time when you have a chance to skate it. Pick your head up, take a couple strides, assess the situation, and decide what you want to do. Don't just grab it and throw it. This game is so simple from the stands. Matthew with Roderick and Hoops. Bouncing puck. Hoops trying to battle through. Oh, the stick of Matthew. Matthew over to Roderick at the red line. Roderick dumps it in deep backhand. Matthew crashing in. Puck bringing up the boards. Borman backhands it up the boards to Matthew. Hoops picks it up. Hoops tries centering pass. Hits a Jacks player right in the stick. Jacks out of the zone. Roderick with the body just on the blue line. Someone lost their stick. Looks like it was Hoops. Matthew centering pass to Rodberg, just underneath his stick. Rodberg's gonna get a line change. Jacks quick D to D. Back on the neutral zone over the red line, dumping in deep. Foreman tries smashing up the boards, knocked away by the Jacks. Bouncing puck, hoops in to help out. Hoops off the skate, off the glass. Jacks use a glove, knock it down. Jacks over the blue line, dump it in deep. Jahola up the boards to Hoops. Hoops back to Jahola. Jahola backhands it, clears the zone. Jacks quick rink wide pass, and they dump it in deep. They're deep here in these juniors, aren't they? It's a long one. Jahola pump fakes, goes behind his own net, up the boards. Augustin, centering pass, clears the zone. Jacks picking up the neutral zone, dumping in deep. Colt leaves it behind the net for Jahola. Jahola net by 2 Jacks players. Hubbard in to help out. Hubbard up the boards, trying to hit Elliott. Shot by the Jacks, just wide of the net. Augustin goes directly off the boards. Augustin out of the zone, up to Elliott, out of his reach. Augustin tips in the zone, Elliott picks it up. Elliott trying from the goal line, trying to backhand. Shot from Tellerico, and Elliott just wide of the net. Good chance there by the rails. Bouncing puck. Jacks pick it up, throw it out of the zone. That should be an icing call. That was like 4 minutes without a whistle. Jacks. Blood in, blood out, buddy. That's how we roll. WD. That's this. He doesn't even know. Matthew with Roderick and Hoops. Puck one to the boards. Jack's trying to control it. Roderick, second effort, holds it in. Puck bouncing in the corner. Roderick mucking it up in the corner. I have a dad right in front of me. You can't see the corner. I have no idea. Bouncing puck. Roderick slaps it to Matthew. Jacks hold it in. Puck bounces to the far side. Jacks in the corner with the puck, looking for a centering pass. Jacks hard shot from the goal line, it looked like. On net, Colt holds onto it. Bouncing puck in front. The guy had 2 years to swing at that one. Dunbar chasing it down. Jacks still with the puck. Centering pass. Bounces out to the top. Shot from the top. Off of a stick into the corner. Matthew picks it up behind the net. Matthew off the boards with Robert. Robert bounces it off the glass. Matthew chasing it down. Matthew with a good stick lift. Ties his guy up. Puck's deep in the corner. Rails went for a line change, I think. No one else there to help out. Jacks over the red line, tied up. Hubbard picks up the loose puck. Hubbard's got some room up to Elliott. Elliott over the red line throws a muffin towards the net, and the goalie holds onto it. That was like a strawberry rhubarb muffin, man. The goalie covers it for a whistle. Let's do this. Engage. Boop. Tellerico out. Augustin and Elliott shot wide of the net. And Hubbard and Jahola at that's an offside on the rails. Puck one back by the Jacks. Jacks trying to rink wide pass through everyone. Jahola back to pick it up in his own zone. Jahola off the boards, clears it out to the neutral zone. Jacks with a backhand pass right on the tape. They carry it back in their own zone. Jacks up the boards. Oh, big hit by Augustin right in the front of the bench. Jacks step over the blue line, fire one into the glove of Colt, who holds on to it for a whistle. Is this Superman or Star Wars? It's Star Wars. Star Wars. So good. Yay! I got mail. I got mail. Rodberg fires one down the middle on the stick of the Jacks right in the neutral zone. They tip it back in. O'Connell trying to go up the boards, bouncing puck. Matthew picks it up behind his own net. Matthew steps out. Oh, and the Rails are going to the box for interference. Interference?
Taking a nap.
Them? We had control of the puck, though. We'll take this. Oh, the Jacks going to the box. Wrong side.
Figure out, linesman.
What was it for? 2 minutes for what? 2 minutes for cross-checking, not to be... Never mind. Rails in the power play. Jacks, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Quick shot on net. Jacks goalie holds on to it. Well, he's beaking me. Thompson puck out front. Out to the top for Elliott. Elliott, quick shot to the net. Almost in the glove. Puck sitting in the crease. Hoops couldn't bury it. Get in the corner. Jack's breaking it out of the zone. Jack's coming down 2-on-2. Hoops with a back check. Jack's with a toe drag. Couldn't get a shot off. Puck dribbles in the corner. Matthew picks up the loose puck. Matthew center ice. Matthew almost over the red line. Knocked away by the Jacks. Matthew hanging on the neutral zone. A lot of time for Matthew. Over to Rodberg. Rodberg back to Matthew. Back to Rodberg. I'm done repeating myself. Matthew in the zone. Top of the circle. Centering pass to Elliott. Hooking a shot off. Bounces in the corner. Puck hanging by the net. Hoops trying to work behind the net. Bouncing puck. Shot on net. Oh, right at the blue line. Matthew couldn't hold it in. Rails forced to regroup. 52 seconds left in the power play. Hoops back to Matthew at the blue line. Matthew skates it up. Matthew over the blue line. Pumps the brakes. Top of the circle. Fires one into the chest of the Jacks goalie. He holds on to it. First time all weekend the Rails have been leading on shots on goal. Yeah. I mean, they don't keep accurate count, but yeah, outshot for sure. Bouncing puck in the middle. Jacks coming out 2-on-1 on a penalty kill. 30 seconds left. Jacks, big save by Cole. Puck goes behind the net. Holy smokes, Cole with a huge save. Puck out to the top, shot off Colt. Colt drops the glove on it again, quick whistle. 18 seconds left in the Rails power play. Puck out top, shot in Colt's glove again and holds on to it. Talarico trying to win it forward. Bouncing puck, Jahola off the boards. His Talarico. Puck dribbling out front. Not out front, but at the blue line. Jackson control of it. Over to Borman. Borman up to Dunbar. Both teams full strength. Dunbar tosses one on net. Jack's goalie puts it in the corner. Dunbar working hard in the corner. Puck dribbles out front. Jacks fire one down the ice for an icing call. If this is Batman 2, Arnold Schwarzenegger would be like, "You are iced." Terrible reference. He was the Iceman though. Or Freeze, is that what it was? Freeze. You're iced. Remember that hockey players skate around in that movie? It was terrible. Shot wide of the net by the Rails. Rodberg puts it on net. Hoops. Second attempt. Couldn't control it. Jack's goalie puts it away. Out to O'Connell over to Hubbard. Hubbard right up the middle. Robert trying to pick it off. Jax over the red line. Tiptoeing. Matthew finally picks up the loose puck. Matthew over the red line. Couldn't get it in deep. Jax. Quick pass across the blue line. Jax throwing far side. Good pass. Jax dumping in deep over the red line. Jax trying to shoot from the goal line. O'Connell throws it to the far corner. Great pass by Hoops. Hits Rodberg briefly. Couldn't hold on to it. Matthew backhands it shallow in the zone. Jax rink wide pass to no one. O'Connell picks it up. O'Connell off the glass to Elliott. Elliott shallow into the zone again. Yeah, it is. It's like the deck, echoey. Jax in the zone, quick shot, off of a stick, up and out of play, and that'll be a whistle. Face off in the rail zone. This is a song I sing after eating Taco Bell. Dump! A lot of good ones coming out today. A lot of one-liners. If you're watching this, remember this feed. It's going to be amazing.
What's blue and not very heavy? Light
blue. Solid. Puck to Borman. Borman off the boards. Trying to hit. Who was that? Talarico. Intercepted by the Jacks. They dump it back in deep. Coltley's behind the net for Borman. Borman in the corner for Elliott. Elliott behind his own net. Pumps the brakes. Throws one off the boards. Bouncing puck. Talarico trying to get it around the guy. Jacks hold it. Good stick work. Backhanded back into Borman. Borman off the boards again. Jacks. That's going to be an offsides call on the Jacks. What's blue and smells like red paint?
Blue paint.
Amazing. Jackson got that one. He'd be like, Jesus. Bouncing puck to the middle. Jack's picking up. Talarico forechecking. Off the skate of Talarico. That was Matthew. Oh, front. Jack's turn, fire one off the leg pad of Colt. Sliding across the crease. Holds on to it. Gets a whistle. Great save by Colt. I could have sworn I saw Talarico out there. Matthew outstanding Rodberg and Hoops. Joel and Hubbard at D. Bouncing puck into the corner. Matthew to help out. Two Jacks players tying up Hubbard. Matthew walks away with it. Matthew centering pass to Hoops. Hoops through the neutral zone coming out 1-on-2. Hoops fires one. Rodberg, second attempt. Oh, hits a goalie in the shoulder. Big save. And the goalie covers it for a whistle. Oh, he had the upper corner. Rodberg, big rebound shot. Couldn't bury it. Hits the goalie right in the shoulder. Jumps on it for a whistle. Jack's breaking it out. Quick pass up to the wing. Out of the zone. Jack's over the red line. Dumping in deep. Colt leaves it behind the net. Jack's player that gets there first. Puck bouncing up the boards. Rodberg with it briefly off the boards. Jack's trying to kick it in. Hoops crashing in hard. Jack's picking up. Rink wide pass right on the tape on the blue line. On Colt. Oh, they're going to call a penalty on Hubbard. Hubbard's going to the sin bin to get a plate of nachos for 2 minutes for interference, right? Interference? Trip? And Hubbard be tripping. 2 minutes in the box. Jackson the power play for 2 minutes. Jack's cross top, quick shot off his stick, wide of the net. Jack's trying to get a shot on net. Rails cleared out. Talarico chasing it down. Jacks with a quick D to D. Jacks doing a good job being patient. Shot from the top of the circle off the blocker of Colt in the corner. Jacks back up top of the puck. Fire from the top into the glove of Colt. He squeezes that one. 1:24 left in the power play for the Jacks. Hey, Hunter, like Ross. Puck in the corner, Borman fires around the boards. Oh, you gotta tip that. Jackson control the puck on the far boards. It's like Talrico and Elliott out for this penalty kill on the forwards. Jahola and Borman at the rink-wide pass right through the skates of the Jacks player. Jacks control the puck back in the corner, back up top. A lot of room. Fans on a shot. Oh, he's gonna want that one back. Jacks again fires one into the guts of Colt, holds onto it. 50 seconds left in the Jacks power play. Elliott steps off, Talrico steps off, Matthew and Hoop step on. Shot off the post of the Jacks. Holy smokes. Big shot from the point from the Jacks, tipped wide of the net. 35 seconds left in the power play. Jacks again from the middle, fires one off a Colt's blocker, goes back in the corner. Again from the top of the Jacks. Quit feeding that guy. Holy smokes, shut him down. 20 seconds left in the power play. Puck dribbles back in the corner. Jacks skated out across the middle. 90 seconds left. Shot from the top again. Up into the upper netting. That's going to be a whistle. 6 seconds left in the Jacks power play. 25 seconds left in the period. These are amazing. You bought a pair yet? Can't buy those. Well, you can't. Well,
Sometimes it's frowned upon.
lot lizards. Puck dribbling out. Hoops runs into Hubbard. Hoops into the zone. Cooking a shot off. Gets a fist to the face. Jacks behind the net. 10 seconds left. Jacks trying to hit the guy wide. Bouncing puck. Jacks into the zone. And that's going to do it for the first period. Bouncing puck. Holy smokes. Ends up right in front of the net. Colt drops a glove on it. Says, not on my dime, buddy. Jackson. All right, back to live action. 0-0 after one. Jackson control the puck. Over the red line, dumping in deep. Colt leaves it behind the net for Jahola. Jahola up the boards to Hoops. Off Hoops skate. Hoops trying to get into the neutral zone. Jack's holding in last second. Robert takes a swipe at it. Jack's shot from the top into the glove of Colt. Woo! Yeah, we bought a thing of Girl Scout cookies. Those things were gone like in 3.5 minutes. Matthew was the back in the corner. Jackson to shut down. Centering pass. Colt knocks it into a corner. Hoops with the puck. Hoops out of the zone. Full head of steam. Hoops takes it wide. Hoops gets knocked into the corner. Puts it behind the net. Jack's off the boards. Rails defenseman back up pretty quick. Rodberg backhands it up to Hoops just inside the zone. Hoops gets a backhand back in deep. Jack's with a quick pass up the boards. Oh, puck dribbles in. Oh my goodness, what are we doing here? Jack's not over the puck. Jackson the one there over the top, fan on it. Oh, big fan by the Jacks. Puck dribbles into the corner. Puck back on top of the Jacks. They dump it back in the corner. Back up to Haga, that's Matthew. Matthew off the glass in the neutral zone. Jack's there picking up quick D-to-D. Jack's in the middle. Who's there to pick it up? Matthew with a quick hard shot on net. Kick saved by the Jacks goalie. Hubbard back in the neutral zone to Borman. Borman fires it up to Augustin. Couldn't hold on to it. Back on the Jack stick. Jack's top of the circle. One-timer off a blocker. A cold bouncing puck. Goes wide of the net. Jack's centering pass. Hard shot. Oh my goodness, right at his stick. Rails backhanded out of the zone. No icicle. Tallarico crashing in hard. Jack's with a quick pass up to the blue line back in the rail zone. Jack's taking it wide, looking for that centering pass. Couldn't find it. Tallarico knocks it away. Tallarico cuts it in front of his own net. Gets hauled off his feet. Oh, no trip on that one. Good sell. Good sell. They don't call him Oscar Tallarico for nothing. Tallarico back with the puck. He's doing a lot of selling today. Elliott in the corner. Elliott trying to get back to the front of the net. Puts it in the far corner. Elliott leaves in the corner for Hoops. Hoops leaves in the corner for the Jacks up top. O'Connell puts it back. Oh, that was Dunbar back towards the net. Hoops still working in the corner. Tallarico crashing in hard. Jack's out of the zone. Over the red line. Jack's into the zone. Takes it wide. Great poke check by Borman. Colt uses his paddle, puts it behind the net. Borman picks it up. Borman high off the glass. Jacks jump up. Top of the circle, fires one, kick saved by Colt. Back out to the neutral zone. Rails and the Jacks have a long change, hard to get off the ice. Borman fires one all the way down, that's gonna be an icing call. Oh, exciting back and forth hockey. Hitster tonight? Hitster? Game. Matthew on Rodberg and Hoops. Bring it around to Rodberg. Rodberg looking, centering pass. Oh, just behind Hoops. Jacks fall down, couldn't hold on to the puck. Hoops dumps it in deep. Go for it, boys. Hoops chasing behind the net. Jack's throw it behind the net. Matthew crashing in hard. Jack's up the boards. Jack's to the neutral zone. Hubbard swats at it. Shot towards Colt. Colt leaves it for Matthew. Rails trying to go up the boards. Up to the top of the Jacks. Jacks took a shot on net, deflected wide. Hubbard working in the corner. Wait, no, that's Jehola. Excuse me. Up the boards to Hoops, just out of his reach. Rink wide pass by the Jacks on the stick of Matthew. Matthew rink wide, hits Hoops. Hoops rink wide, try to hit Rodberg in the skates of the Jacks. They dump it back in deep. Coley's behind the net. Hubbard picks it up. Hubbard fires it up to Hoops. Hoops at the red line. Hoops into the zone, puts it towards the net. Kick saved by the Jacks going into the corner. Jacks fire one off the boards all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. Face off in the Jack zone. If you're not at this game, you don't know Jack. Talarico always centering. Oh, Jesus. Augustin and Elliott. Puck out to the neutral zone. Talarico picks it up. Talarico over to Borman. Borman fires one up to Talarico. Tips in the zone. Elliott with the puck at the top of the circles. Looking for an outlet. Fires one wide of the net. O'Connell puts it towards the front of the net. Talarico puts it behind. Picks up his own tip. Talarico still battling. Attaboy. Jacks ringing around the near side. O'Connell pitching in. O'Connell puts it back in deep. O'Connell gets his body right at the blue line. Borman back by himself with two Jacks. Winding down on Borman. Turns and fires one off the glass. Clears the zone. Great play. Intentional offsides. Put it in the net. Minimum in the middle, right? So, riddle me this. A guy today, this morning, guy in the zone, paused, waited, and then fired it in, and then the face-off on the regular dot. Like, that's intentional if he paused, right? In my mind, you know what I mean? Up to Hoops. Hoops tips it in the zone. Hoops flying in the zone trying to get this puck. Jacks ringing around. Far side, couldn't be held in by Borman. Borman back in his own zone. Sauces up to O'Connell. O'Connell trying to get it in deep. Tips it shallow in the zone. Jacks shallow off the glass. On the stick of Hoops. Hoops couldn't do anything with it. Jacks cut across the middle. Robin with a body just in front of the net. Shot off of a stick, up and out of play. What an exciting game here, folks. Actually, you know what you should do? Go back to 1930. Like, yeah, Rodberg out there, see? Yeah. His name's Old Gravy because he likes the sauce. See? Yeah. Yeah. Puck one to the middle. Rodberg cuts across the middle over to Hoops. Hoops over the red line. Hoops with a toe drag, gets bodied off the puck, loses a stick. Puck floating around. Up top. Oh, backhanded in. Jacks hold it in briefly. Over to Hubbard. Hubbard off the boards. Jacks there to pick it up. They go off the boards. Back to Matthew in his own zone. Matthew, rink wide pass. Off the boards. Robert trying to leave it for Hoops, except for the Jacks intercept. Jacks in the zone across the middle. Off of a stick, off the top of the glass. Hoops trying to clear it. Jacks hold it in right at the blue line. Matthew kicks it up off of the shin pad. Jacks fire it right back in. Oh, pass out front. Rodberg flicks it out to the neutral zone. Bouncing puck. Trying to hit Hoops. Back on the stick of Jehola. Jehola fires up the boards. Hits Hoggeston. Hoggeston's got room. Got Rodberg breaking. Oh, good poke check by the Jacks. Rodberg behind the net, trying to get it out, puts it out front, backhand, kick saved by the Jacks goalie. Holy smokes. Puck bouncing in the neutral zone to Dunbar. Dunbar leaves for Borman. Borman up to Matthew. Matthew sidesteps one player, putting on the puck. Jacks pick it up, and they fire one off the board, shallow into the zone. Borman high off the glass, bouncing puck. Jacks knock it down. Jackson in the zone looking for that centering pass. Bouncing puck again. Dunbar trying to hold it. Out to the neutral zone. Elliott cooking control of it. Jacks pick it up. Jacks dump one deep to Borman. Borman again, high off the glass, bouncing puck. No icing call on that one. Hoo-wee. Just kidding, it was an icing call. Daylight come and me one go home. Beetlejuice. Oh, this is Queen. Did you watch this movie? Oh my God. So good. Shot off Cole into the corner. I got a cramp in my foot. A lot of stuff happening right now. Jack's controlling the zone behind the net. Dunbar goes for a poke check. Jack's out of the corner. Got to attack. Bouncing puck on stick of Elliott. Elliott backhands it up to is that Rodberg? Rodberg, oh, cuts back to the middle. Couldn't hold on to it. Oh, he's going to want that one back. Jack's back in the zone. Top of the circle. Good poke check by Dunbar. Talarico helping Dunbar out in the corner. Dunbar using his body. Talarico throws his shoulder. Throws in the far corner for Rodberg to pick up. Rodberg going to swat at it, missed at it. Jack's bouncing puck near side. Shot towards the net, deflected wide. Puck bouncing out front. Dunbar cooking a stick on Cole in there. Kick save. Oh, top of the Jacks. Jacks put it back in the corner. Everyone battling out front. Holy smokes. Melee happening. Dunbar chasing it down. Dunbar backhands it into the corner. Talarico puts it back in the corner. Jacks, front of the net. Good play. Rodberg off the glass. Puts it in the neutral zone. Rodberg following it up. Borman picks it up. Borman rink wide. Talarico gets a tip on it. Still can't get in the zone. Talarico carries it in. Fires one off the paddle of the goalie. Puck bounces out. Jack's back the other way. Good poke check by Hubbard and a body. Puck rung around. Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Gotta play. Holy smokes. Puck dribble up the boards. Who is this? Hubbard, the workhorse. Hubbard over the red line. Hubbard fires one on net into the glove of the Jacks goalie. Puts it down and holds on to it. Gotta tell Ted I'm coming for his job next year. He's like, he said, I said color. Rodberg backhands it in the neutral zone. Oh, Jacks hold on to it, top of the circle. Centering pass, knocked away. Good body by Rodberg, it looked like. Matthew coming in with hoops. Matthew goes to the boards. Puck dribbling out front. That's icing. No one touched it. Take no side. You will bow down to what I say. Hoops in the neutral zone. Joholo steps into the play, fires one off the leg pad of the goalie, centering pass right to the Jacks defenseman. Jacks throw it behind the net, off the boards, almost ends up in front of the net. Holy smokes. Jacks centering pass out to the red line. O'Connell tries to clear the zone. Second attempt, he does. Fires all the way down. No icing, no! There you go. No icing call. 3:30 left in the second period. Oh my gosh, almost a tape pass. Colt fires one across the ice. Holy smokes! Talarico clears the zone. Jacks, rink wide pass into the zone, 2-on-2. Fires one, tipped wide of the net. Pass out front, bouncing puck. Holy smokes, the rails clear it. Holy moly. Colt another big save. Borman backhands it. Jacks hold it in. What an exciting game here, folks. Oh, picked off. By Haugesson. Haugesson in the zone. Fires one off of a stick, goes wide of the net. Oh, the ghost got him.
No, did you see the puck bounce off the ice? Like
Yes, Quinn Hughes Ghost is here. Bouncing puck out to O'Connell. O'Connell off the boards. Talarico between the legs, puts it in the zone. Elliott picks it up. Elliott taking it wide. Elliott trying to get a centering pass, knocked away by the Jacks. Jack's back the other way. Good step by the rails. Talarico picks it up. Talarico up the boards to Elliott. Elliott's got room. Over to Jahola. Jahola's got space. Jahola's skating it up. Jahola fires one over the net. Hoops tries to hold it in, puts it deep in the corner. Jack's fire rink wide. Rodberg couldn't hold it in. Off of his stick. Rodberg knocks it down the red line. Fires it in deep.
Hit Austin Bryant next to him.
Oh, I didn't start the clock. Son of a nutcracker. Puck dribbling right at the blue line.
You didn't record that whole period?
No, I didn't hit start of the clock. Hard shot on Colt. Right in the belly button. He's got a tattoo of a puck right in the belly button. How much time's left right now? One something?
140.
140? All right, here we go. Who's out there? Matthew, Rodberg, and Hoops. Oh, hard shot by the Jacks. Off Colt's leg pad. Puck sitting out front. No one can find it. Coop's got a glove on it. Finally blows the whistle. Oh, mucking it up. Extracurricular activity. We're going to have a couple guys going in the box, I believe. If this was Sunday, they could double it up and repent in the box. But it's not Sunday. No one's going in the box. Refs put the whistles in the pockets. Saturdays are for the boys. Back and forth hockey. Here we go. Puck on the dot. Jack's put it towards the net. Dribbling on top. Rodberg couldn't hold on to it. Jack's holding it in. Jack's on the hash mark. On the dot. Fire one goes wide of the net. Banked off the boards. Rodberg picks it up. Rodberg tips it forward. That's going to be an icing call on the rails. Holy smokes.
Puck go down bank before the other guy plays top and
Oh, it feels nice, doesn't it? Puck. Hoops tips it up. Hoops dribbling puck. Oh, back to Matthew in the corner. Matthew puts it deep in the corner. Jack's fire one wide of the net. Rodberg there to pick it up. Rodberg centering pass too far in front of Hoops. Hoops just ate it at the red line. Good stick by Matthew. Tips it out to the neutral zone. Hoops is crashing.
Max, you're faster.
Hoops is going. Rodberg trying to pick up the loose change. Out to the neutral zone for Hubbard. Rodberg back has his shell in the zone. Jacks pick up the loose change. Jacks walking through the neutral zone. Fires one and buries it. Low glove side on Colt. Jacks go up 1-0 with 29 seconds left in the first. No way. That's the play. It always happens, right? Keep going, boys. Oh my gosh. That was a good shot. Talarico out center and Hoggeston and Elliott. Hubbard and Jahola at D. Jacks with the puck. Put it shallow in the rail zone. Rails go up the middle. Elliott over the red line. Elliott around one player. Elliott cutting across the middle. Elliott trying to get his shot off. Good tie-up by the Jacks defenseman. Up top for Hubbard. Hubbard fires one wide of the net. Out to the neutral zone for Jahola. Jahola trying to turn and fire it. Jacks just put it all the way down. Bouncing puck. Oh, goalie wasn't ready for it. Oh, 30 seconds left in the first. The Jacks go up 1-0. Second, excuse me. Be back in 15. All right, back to live. Start of the third. Matthew staring Hoops and Rodberg. Joel and Hubbard at D. Hoops into the zone, shallow. Jack's backhanded out into the rail zone, shallow. Joel up to Hoops. Hoops took control of Jack's. Quick D to D. Rodberg chasing it down. Jack's on a rink wide pass. Can't connect on it. Johola fires it up the zone. That'll be icing on the rails. Left our house this morning, it's 9 degrees. We got here, it's -1. I'm like, what? This rink's cold when it's 50 out. Talarico out with Elliott. And Augustin. Puck bounces behind the net. Centering pass. Oh my gosh, Talarico almost scored on his own net. You would have buy a Cloquet Lumberjacks jacket after that one. Puck dribbles out to the top. Elliott gets a stick on it, tips it in the neutral zone. Jack's throwing up the zone. Talarico gets it, fires it in deep. Augustin chasing it down into the corner to Elliott. Elliott puts it back deep for Augustin. Augustin gets pinched off by the Jacks defenseman. Talarico keeps it deep in the zone. Jacks backhand up top. Hubbard shot towards the net, just wide. Jacks pick up the loose puck. Elliott chasing it down. Off the boards, Augustin backhands it back in the zone. Jacks, quick pass up the middle, ran the tape. Cuts back to the middle, holy smokes. Still in control of the puck. Jacks leave it up top, top of the circle. No way, he dropped his stick. No way, is that a penalty for real? He dropped his stick. But he stepped on it, it's not tripping. Oh, lame. Hey ref, does your wife know you're screwing us? Jacks go back on the power play. Elliott goes down 2 minutes for tripping. Elliott be tripping. Hoops off the boards. Couldn't clear the zone. Jacks hold it in. Jacks quick D to D. Back to the far side. Fires on the leg pad of Colt. Another shot wide of the net. Hoops tries to fire it out. Jacks pick up the loose puck. Hubbard off the boards. All the way down. That'll be an icing call on the rails. Whitney fell victim to booger sugar. Great singer though. D by the Jacks. Shot from the top, wide of the net. Back up top of the Jacks. Another D pass. Top of the circles, holding on to it. Rails trying to keep him to the outside. Jacks back to the far side. Top of the circles, fires one. Cole with a huge save. Drops on it and holds on to it. We got to stay out of the box the rest of this third period, otherwise it's going to be wah, wah, wah. How do you know who's out there? They only have 3 players out there. How do you know who's out there? Delay a game, 2 minutes. 1:13 left in the Jacks power play. Matthew with hoops. Jacks D across the top. Back to the top of the circles. Jacks in the middle, fires one. Chest to Colt. Oh, rebound, and the Jacks bury it. Go up 2-0 off a power play goal. Oh, Rails have a lot of work to do in the next 12 and a half minutes. Elliott fresh out of the box. We have Tallarico, Elliott, and Augustin at forward. Connell and Hubbard at D. Jack's dumping in deep on Colt. Colt puts it around on the far side. Up to Augustin. Augustin off the boards. Oh, couldn't clear it. Jack's out of the air, knock it down. Colt leaves it for Hubbard. Hubbard up to Augustin. Augustin flips it to the middle, trying to hit Elliott. Bounce it into the Jack zone. Jack's quick D to D. Good forecheck by Tallarico. Jack still in control of the puck. Right into the stick of Elliott. They call that one a tip? Back out to Elliott. Elliott tips up to Tallarico. Tallarico into the zone, into the corner, puts it on net, into the chest of the Jack's goalie. He's going to hold on to that one. So I left my microphone 2 weeks ago at the rink at Rodriguez. Find a microphone? He's like, yeah, I think I know where I think Ted has it. I'll go pick it up. He's like, it's in Florida. Ted's in Florida with my microphone. Up to Hoops. Robert crashing in, puts one near the net. Robert tries to center pass right in front of Hoops. Off the skate, couldn't connect on it. Jack's back the other way. Good poke check by Dunbar. Jack's into the zone. Another poke check by Dunbar. Bouncing puck. Rails putting off the boards. Jack's firing from the top, wide of the net. Missile. Jack's turn fired back deep in the zone. Hoops crashing after it. Matthew in to help out. Centering pass. Bouncing puck. Hoops. Backhands it out of the zone, one-handed. Jack's back to pick it up. Jack's D to D. Into the middle. Matthew almost picked it up. Robert kicks at it. Robert puts it in deep. Hoops crashing in. Jack's off the far side, bouncing puck off Robert's skate, goes to the near side. Jack's off the boards. Jahola holds it in, hits. Hoops couldn't hold on to it. Back to Jahola. Jahola fires it off the Jack's skates. That should be in the Jack zone for a face-off. Wasn't it in the zone? He hit it? Did you remember he shot him though it hit their player? Does it change in high school?
No, it's from the last play. So where the guy tipped it is where it's going to go.
So the guy tipped it in the zone. Should have been in the zone? But if he was in, would it be inside the zone?
Depends on.
Rails crashing in. Jahola pinches in the hash marks, holds it in. Puck on the hash marks. Oh, Jack's in control of it. Clear the zone up to Hubbard. Hubbard puts it up the middle, just missed Tallarico. Jack's pick up the loose puck. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard in the zone. Fires one in the corner. Tallarico picks it up to Elliott. Elliott puts it on net. Puck sitting free in front. Jack's get there first, dump it in the corner. Back up top, Augustin trying to hold it in, couldn't handle it. Jack's pick up the loose puck. Elliott picks up in the neutral zone. Elliott shallow into the zone. Jack's off the boards. Augustin there to pick it up. Fires one towards the net. Up and over, hits the top of the boards. Bounces on Elliott's stick. Elliott trying to find an outlet. Elliott behind the net, off the boards to O'Connell. O'Connell towards the net. Bouncing puck into the near corner. Tallarico puts it deep in the zone. Elliott behind the net, mucking it up. Elliott up top to O'Connell. O'Connell fires one into the chest of the Jack's goalie who holds on to it. Woo! Getting shots, man. We're getting opportunities. This guy got one to bounce. Like a weird tip, bouncing goal. Light the fire. Matthew, the Rodberg, and Hoops. Foreman and O'Connell at D. Puck back to the boards. Jack's trying to clear it. Up to O'Connell. O'Connell fires one. Bouncing puck into the net. Who just called that? His name rhymes with John Rodberg. That's who. Woo, whoop. Oh, replay. Son of a nutcracker. Who tipped that one?
Max.
I don't think I have the replay, but I think Mac Hoops got a tip on that one from O'Connell. Yeah. I got the aftermath. Celebration is more important than the goal. Oh, Jesus. Woo! Woo! Infidel! And we're down to 1. Back in the zone for Borman to pick up. Borman banks one off the boards. Jacks pick up the loose puck. Shot towards Colt, hits him right in the chest. Holds on to that one for a whistle. What we need now is another goal by a breakaway, triple D Gordon Bombay style, Donkey Kong water bottle. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. Bouncing puck. Borman picks it up, throws it off the boards, knocked down by the Jacks. They hold it in deep. Jacks behind the net, back to the corner. Back behind the net in Gretzky's laboratory. Jacks from the goal line hit the outside of the net. Terrible percentage shot. Fight for it, boys. Puck out front. Robert picks it up. Robert sending past the hoop on the tape. Can't hold on to it. Oh! Who is that? Matthew down the middle. Shots wide of the net. The blocker. Robert fires one. And hoops! Second attempt. The goalie holds on to it. Holy smokes! Holy smokes! Hey! Hey, everybody! Hey!
Hey, Tom.
We all know the move's not named the barbecue spare ribs. Great attempt there by the rails. Talarico back. Talarico to Augustin. And Elliott shot up and over the net off of a blocker. Jacks pick up the loose puck and they're out of the zone. That's a nice. There we go. 7:58 left. Let's adjust the time, boys. Rails are buzzing. Jacks off the boards. Jahola trying to hold it in. Picked up by the Jacks and come down 2-on-1. Shot by the Jacks, wide. Oh, cooking the rebound wide open. Colt jumps on the rebound. Holy smokes. That was intense. That play was just like the circus. Intense. Back and forth hockey this third period. Matthew and Rodberg and hoops. Shot into the glove of Colt who holds on to it. Puck to the boards. Bouncing puck. Can't clear it. Jahola up the boards. Hoops backhands it. Rodberg with the body. Hoops picks up the loose puck. Trying to hit Matthew. Hoops across the middle. Hoops fires one. Didn't really fire. That was more of a muffin off a leg pad. Rodberg with a shot off the leg pad. Puck in the corner. Bouncing behind the net. Hoops still firing behind the net. Rodberg going to pick it up. Fires around the back of the net. I don't know what the shot that was. Jacks back the other way. 3-on-2. Jacks top of the circle, fires one, leg pad of Colt, puts it behind the net. Hoops picks it up, Hoops through the middle. Jacks pick it up, fire one wide. Rodberg chasing it down. Rodberg's got to go. Rodberg pumps the brakes, backhands it, right on net, no icing call. Big stick save by the Jacks goalie on that fire. Out to the middle for Elliott. Elliott pumps it in deep. They're going to call that one offsides. Barely offsides. Only 26 feet. Talarico out with Elliott and Augustin. Looks like Borman and Hubbard at D. Borman with the puck in his own zone. Flips to the neutral zone over a stick. Jacks pick it up. Rink wide pass. Right on the tape. Jacks in the zone. Hard shot into the glove of Colt, holds onto it. Woo-wee. Puck out top of the Jacks. Jacks fired and hit Hubbard in the face, it looked like. Talarico puts in the far corner. Borman Flips it out to the neutral. Oh, thought he flipped out to the neutral zone. Jax hold it in. Tipped just wide of Colt. Tallarico with the body in the corner. Tipped up to Elliott. Elliott over to Tallarico. Elliott back with the puck. Elliott through the neutral zone, coming in 3-on-2. Elliott taking it wide, fires one up in the. Oh, sit right there! Don't quit on it! Oh my gosh! Oh my God! Elliott fires one in the chest of the goalie. Both rail skaters skate right by the net. Puck was just sitting there, primed to pick up. Matthew out with Rodberg and Hoops. Jahola and Hubbard at D. Rodberg across the middle. Backhands one wide of the net. Hoops behind the net, mucking it up to Rodberg. Rodberg up to Matthew. Matthew fires from the top, tipped up into the glove of the goalie, holds onto it. Another good chance by the Rails. Holy smokes, they're coming in full force. Either team wants the year to be over. Both teams are going to have Hoops out of the corner. Hoops getting tied up. Hoops with it back in the corner. Everyone's tied up. Jax put it in the corner. Rodberg crashing in. Rodberg puts it behind the net. Hoops ties up his guy. Trying to tie up two guys. Rodberg in to help out. Rodberg out front, turns, couldn't get a shot off. Jax swatted it away just in time. Jax back the other way. Jax across the middle. Jax to the blue line, put it in the near corner deep. 5 minutes left. Off the boards, shot by the Jax, off the stick of Colt, up and out of play. Holy smokes. Yeah, Thief River won 6-5 in overtime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cloquet went to overtime twice.
Yeah, they won last night in the original.
Tallarico out with Elliott and Augustin. Puck to the boards. Borman trying to knock it down. Jax walking out. Jax behind the net with the puck. Bouncing puck on the stick of Augustin. Augustin out of the zone, backhands in the neutral zone. Jax off the boards into the skates of Jahola to the middle to Tallarico. Tallarico through the middle, almost snuck it through. Jax with a tape-to-tape pass right at the red line. Jax in the zone. Jax taking it wide, backhanded wide of the net. Elliott trying to slap it out. Bouncing puck. Puck back in the corner for the Jax to pick up. Jax tries centering pass, knocked away by Jahola. Jax still with the control of the puck. Boys, you need control. Gotta get on this puck. Oh, right at the top. Borman. Oh, tries centering pass just wide of Tallarico. Jax over the red line. Jax into the zone. Jax centering pass, shot off the paddle. A Colt up into the glove, and he holds on to it. This game is entertaining. Pretty good back and forth hockey. Matthew with Hoops and Rodberg. Hubbard and Borman at D. Hoops picks it up. Hoops out of the zone. Hoops taking it wide. Rodberg crashing the net. Hoops into the corner. Tries back over to Rodberg. Knocked away by the Jax. Matthew at the blue line trying to hold it in. Hoops with the puck. Hoops shot towards the net. Wide into the corner. Hubbard pitches in. Hubbard holds it in right at the blue line. Into the corner, Hubbard goes. Hoops is there with them. Puck back in the skates. Hubbard muscling through. They're wrestling the wrong guy. Jax up the middle. Up to Borman. Borman off of a stick. Knocked down somehow into the glove of Colt. Holy smokes. Colt holds on to that one. You gotta go here, boys. Puck up top for the Jax. Jax shot. Rebound out front. Couldn't get control of it. Matthew with a body in front of the net. Backhands it. Tries to hit Hoops. Hoops throwing out of the zone. Jax holding in. Robert with a body at the blue line. Puck bounces off the boards. Jack's holding it again. Rails cannot clear this thing. Hubbard up the middle of the hoops. Hoops over the red line. Hoops cuts across the middle. Puck knocked off his stick. Robert picks it up, puts it back deep in the corner. What the hell is happening? Rink wide pass. That's an icing on the Jacks. You have face off in the Jack zone. Talarico went with Elliott and Hoggeston, Borman and Johola at D. Bouncing puck, shot wide into the corner. Only Jack players there to pick it up. They tip it out of the zone. Trying to knock down by Borman. Cold out to play it. Up to Elliott. Elliott to Talarico. Jacks throw it back in the zone. 2:26 left. Borman behind his own net. Up the boards to Elliott. Over his stick. Onto the stick of the Jacks defenseman. Talarico trying to crash in. Jacks up the boards. Jacks all the way. That's an ice. That's an ice. There we go. Face off in the Jack zone. Probably a timeout by the Rails. Right? Timeout Rails. 2:07 left. Redemption tour. Oh, this is a big part of the season. Loser this game is done for the year. Winner goes on to play tomorrow morning at 11. My new best friend.
Aren't they?
Oh yeah, these are mint. That's what I wear. Only graph. Yeah, the yellow triangle.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
100%. Should we zoom in on them?
Is that an ace that just looks like it?
Yeah. You won't be driving, that's for sure.
We just leave the car there.
Yeah.
With the keys in the ignition.
Keep it.
Keys in the ignition for whoever comes by next.
Goalie's getting pulled here in the next 30 seconds by the Rails. Just kidding. Goalie's getting pulled right now. 6-on-5 for the Rails. It's do or die. Anything goes. Face off in the Jack zone. Rails net is empty. Rails got to pump one in here. Be amazing. Crash the net. Here we go, boys. Puck on the dot. Oh, the Jacks walk away with it. And here it comes. And they fire one in off the face-off. Oh. How the hell? Oh my gosh. How do you melt down that fast? 6 seconds. 7 seconds. Oh my gosh. It's a big mountain to climb now, that's for sure. Bouncing puck. Jacks get control of it. Up to Robert. Robert backhands it up the boards. Jacks back to the middle. Johola back to pick it up. Johola rink wide to Hoops. Hoops over the red line. Hoops over the blue line. Shot towards the net. Kick saved by the Jacks goalie. Hoops centering pass. Shot by Johola into the guts of the Jacks goalie. He holds on to it. Yeah, you might as well keep him out. I mean, who gives a shit? If you lose by 10 now, it doesn't matter. 1 or 10, you still lose. Make it happen. Hastings did it. We can do it. Puck fires into the far corner. Jacks fired it off the boards. Rodberg back to pick it up. Rodberg over to Hubbard. Hubbard centering pass to Elliott. Elliott tips it in the zone. 2 guys, 3 guys on the puck. Jack's ringing around the boards. Out to the middle. Clear the zone. And then they go again. Oh, fire one wide of the net. Roderick there to pick it up. Minute 10 left. Roderick over to Elliott. Elliott up to whoever. Was it Hubbard? Oh, just inside the zone. Jax. Fire one wide of the net again. Oh, my goodness. Rodberg to Matthew. Matthew, rink wide, misses Elliott. Bouncing puck to Jahola. Jahola fires it in deep. 2 guys on the puck. Jax trying to throw it all the way down. Knocked down. Borman picks it up. Borman fires in the zone. Offsides? Oh. Oh, you got to put a goalie back in for that. Two to one's a freaking good. 2-1's a good game. I mean, it was back and forth. Bouncing puck. Augustin picks it up. Augustin over the red line. Rodberg in with him. Augustin, puck knocked off his stick. Augustin still working. Puck dribbles out to the front. Jack's picking up. Out to the middle for Hubbard. Hubbard over to Matthew. Matthew rink wide. It's Augustin. Augustin in the zone. 6 seconds left. And that's going to do it. And the Jacks go on. And that'll do it for the Rails season. Thanks for watching. Hopefully be able to tune in next year if I can do some high school games.